Okay, next unit, you're dealing with ratios and proportions, okay? Now, one thing we need to get established, a ratio can only be two numbers. Now, they can be fractions, they can be decimals, but two numbers, okay? It's a comparison of one number to another number. Like boys to girls, like if there was 10 boys and 14 girls, it'd be 10 to 14, but you can simplify that like you do a fraction, okay? So express the ratio in lowest fractional form, 3/7, okay? That is the simplest form. You can't reduce that. For some of you people who actually do not get fractions, if you ABC it, it stays the same thing, okay? 12/24, you got to put the 12 first, okay? Well, you can divide it by 12, okay? Or you could do by 2 a bunch of times and then 3, okay? Well, that's 1/2, okay? Yep, okay. Now, I want you to look at this one, otherwise you're going to do it wrong, okay? If you do 30 ABC 8, that is not a ratio. 3 3/4 is not a ratio. Ratio is a whole number. It's two numbers. That's all you can have, okay? But the mixed number is not a ratio. That's wrong, okay? Now, you can do this the old-fashioned way and just start reducing. So by 2, it'd be 15/4. Or, okay, that's one way. Or you could ABC it, okay? And if you get a mixed number, you just need to make it improper. So I need to see the 4. Then to find the top, you take the whole times the bottom plus the top. That's like middle school math. Whole times the bottom plus the top. So your choice, either way. But 3 3/4 is not acceptable, okay? Now, units. 12 inches to 46 inches, so I'll put 12/46. Now, you could reduce it down by 2, okay? Or you can ABC it, okay? 6/23, that looks good. Please put the labels, inches, inches, okay? Next one, 9 centimeters to 22 centimeters, so I'll put 9 cm over 22 cm. Now that's in simplest form already, okay? You can ABC it, it's still going to be 9/22. Okay, 52 meters to 16 meters. Now, you can do this the old-fashioned way and start reducing by 2, okay? So that would reduce to 26/8, and then by 2 again would be 13/4. Or you can ABC it, but if you write that answer and leave it, okay, it's wrong. So 3 3/4, okay? Now, don't leave it. You got to put the 4, obviously, circle the bottom, then you take the whole times the bottom plus the top. 15, okay? Or, sorry, my bad. I think I did that. That was 3 1/4. Sorry, I spit on my calculator. 3 1/4. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So 13/4 is the right answer. That's the only acceptable answer. Okay, 2/3 to 1/2. Now, you can ABC that, but here's what's going to happen, okay? You get an error. You can't ABC with fractions. You have to actually divide. Okay, with fractions, you have to actually hit the division key. So 2 ABC 3 divided by 1 ABC 2. 1 1/3 is not acceptable. Okay, I want 3 on the bottom. 1 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So the ratio is 4 to 3. Now, that's how most of you are going to do it. Now, if you had to really divide that, you'd flip it to 2/1, make it multiplication, it's 4/3, okay? Now, so, if you ABC, that's not going to work with fractions, okay? You need to actually divide the fraction. 10 2/3 is not acceptable, unacceptable, okay? Well, 3 is your second quantity, and then your top quantity, you take the whole times the bottom, that's 30, plus the top, 32. 32 to 3. Okay. Or you can take 8 times, flip it to 4 over 3, it's 32 over 3. Okay. So you can ABC, but if I see a mixed number, you're getting it wrong. Okay. You're not going to do well. Now, the next part can be a little dicey. Okay. If you don't pay attention, kind of follow steps. 3 inches to 3 feet. Well, you're not just going to put 3 and 3. Here's why. These are different labels. We need to get them converted to the same label. Here's how we are going to accomplish that. The ratio of inches, rate of inches to feet is 12 inches to 1 foot. So I'm going to set a proportion up. I'm going to put 12 inches, 1 foot. Inches, foot. Now, some of you are going to be like, well, what do I fill in? Both? No, you don't fill in both of them. Okay. Fill in the one across from the one. So how many feet do we have over here? We have 3. Okay. And then find out how many inches are in 3 feet. 12 times 3 divided by 1 is 36. Now, go and cross out your 3 feet and replace it with its 36-inch equivalency. So now it's 3 over 36. Divide by 3 or ABC, it's 1 to 12. Okay. And then inches to inches. Okay. All right, 3 centimeters to 23 millimeters. Again, that is not going to fly. Okay. You need to get the labels so they match. Okay. So 10 millimeters, 1 centimeter. cm. Convert the one across from the 1. Okay. So how many cm are over here? 3. 3 times 10 divided by 1 is 30. Okay, so replace your 3 cm with 30 mm over here. Now, set your 30 over 23. You can either recognize that, okay, it's not reducible and circle it, or you can go 30 ABC 23. I'm not going to accept that for an answer though, okay? 23 is your bottom, okay? Then you take the whole times the bottom plus the top and you're back to 30. So that was already in simplest form. Okay, mm. Okay, 18 inches to 1 yard. Okay, 36 inches to 1 yard. So obviously you're not going to be able to do a ratio when they're in different units. So there's 36 inches to 1 yard. Now we convert across from the 1. How many yards do I have over here? Okay, 1. Well, that's 36, okay? So replace your 1 yard with 36 inches. You replace that with that, okay? Okay. 18 over 36, okay? You can ABC it. 1/2, okay? 1 to 2. So it'll be inches to inches now. All right, then the last one of these, 20 centimeters to 0.5 meters. That says 100 cm is 1 m. That's a C, it's not an extra 0. Now we're going to place the value where across from the 1. So how many meters we got over here? Right there. Cross multiply and divide, you get 50. Okay, 50. So you replace 0.5 meters with its equivalency of 50 centimeters. Then you go 20 to 50. It's 2 to 5. You can ABC it. So 2 cm, 5 cm. Okay. All right, now the last page. Refer to the data given in the table. Determine the compression ratios of the engine listed. Okay, compression ratio is the bottom over the top. Okay. All right, so we got 80 to 15. Now I want it simplified. Okay. ABC 15. 5 1/3 is not acceptable. 3 is the bottom, so 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1 16. 16 to 3 is the ratio. Or you could just divide them by 5 each one. Okay, 270 to 25. You can ABC it, but I'm not accepting the mixed number. And you're always going to get a mixed number when the top's higher than the bottom. So 10 4/5, that's fine, but I need an actual ratio. That is not a ratio, so 5. Okay, whole times bottom plus top, so 54 to 5. Okay, or you could just divide them each by 5. That's what you'd come to. Now, a next one, 35 over 7. Okay, 35 ABC 7 is 5, but 5 is not a ratio either. So you go 5 over 1. 5 to 1 is the ratio. Okay. All right, same thing with the next one, 350 to 35. I get 10, but it's 10 to 1, okay? So this is the only acceptable format of the answer. You need a clear numerator, clear denominator when doing ratios. Okay, then you got a little diagram here, okay? In the building, the terms pitch, rise, run, and span are used in the layout and construction of roof. Okay, it's kind of like similar to a slope, rise over run. Okay, slope. So when we did lines in algebra, rise over run. All right, the span is 2 times the run, and then the pitch is a ratio of the rise to the span. We need to simplify it. So determine the pitch of the roofs. So it's rise over span. Okay, your rise gives you that, it's 12. Span gives you that, it's 36. It's 1 to 3 then, okay? ABC, it's fine. Rise over span. Well, the rise is 10, but they didn't give me the span. Instead, they gave me the run. Well, you come over here, okay? And you're going to cross out span, and you're going to put 2 times the run. So when they give you this run, you take 2 times 12, okay? It's 24. 10 to 24, that reduces down to 5 12s. Okay, rise, span. Well, the rise is given 18, and so is the span. Okay, so 18 to 30. I don't need the 2 times a number. That's only when they give me the run. Okay. And also, if you just look at this, you see if they give you the run, well, the span's twice that number. Clearly, you can see that. Halfway is the run. So if I get the run, I can just double it, and that's your bottom. It's not that hard of a concept, okay? But 18 to 30, 18, ABC 30. By the way, just to show I'm not an idiot, it's 3/5. 3/5, okay? Okay. Now the next one, rise over span. So the rise, you got 10. The span, you got 12 feet 6 inches. Well, you're not going to put 12 feet 6 inches. You're not going to put 12.6 either. Okay. Now there are 12 inches in a foot, because again the one apostrophe means feet, and the double apostrophe means inches, which most of you probably know. Okay. How many inches are in a foot? There's 12 inches to 1 foot. So if I have 6 inches, that's half a foot. We're going to write that as 12.5. Okay. 6 inches is half a foot. Okay. So 12.5. 12 and a half. You could put 12 and a half too, but that's the feet that we need. Okay. Again, here's how I got the 0.5. You got 12 feet. If you have 6 inches, it's 6 over 12. Not because there's a 12 here, okay? Not because there's a 12 here, because there's 12 inches in a foot, okay? See, if I had 3 3/4, okay, I'd have 3 feet, okay? Or sorry, that was bad. Let's say I have 3 feet, 4 inches, okay? So I have 3 feet. Now feet, inches, 12, and then we put 4 over 12, that's 3 1/3, okay? But this would be 12 and a half, okay? So 12.5, okay? No, you need to put it as 12 and a half, sorry, not 0.5, 12 and a half, okay? 12 and a half feet, okay? So 10, remember you can't go ABC, you got to go 10 divided by 12, ABC1, ABC2, it's 4 to the 5, okay? There's a rate on that, okay? I'm going to do another one of those, okay? So if I gave you 6 feet, 8 inches, okay, to actually put that into a simplified form, okay, it would be 6, okay, 6 and 8 over 12. Now 8/12 reduces, of course, to 2/3, so it's really 6 and 2/3, but if you simplified it with 6 and 8/12, that would be the same. If I have 3 feet, 5 inches, okay, that's 3 and 5/12. Why am I getting the 12 every time? Well, because there's 12 inches inside of a foot. You have 5 inches, so 5 over 12. Okay. So 12 inches. Here, I'm not going to do 12. Let's go 13 and 13 feet 3 inches. Okay. That would be 13 and 3 over 12, okay? But that would, of course, be 1/4, 13 and 1/4 of a foot, okay? So again, turn back to that problem. 12 and 6/12, 12 and 6/12 is 12 and a half. It's the same thing. Again, you can't use the ABC fractions. You have to actually divide it, okay, to get the simplified ratio. Or you can take 10 over 1 times 2 over 25 and get you the same thing, okay?